गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग. गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों. गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, गुड मॉर्निंग. वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों. गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन. गुड मॉर्निंग कविता, गुड मॉर्निंग जानवी, गुड मॉर्निंग अनवर जी, गुड मॉर्निंग निकिता, अनन्या, गुड मॉर्निंग. साई यादव, विष्णु किशोर, गुड मॉर्निंग. अनवर, गुड मॉर्निंग. हुसैन, संजना, गुड मॉर्निंग. सूर्या प्रीति, गुड मॉर्निंग. मनीषा, गुड मॉर्निंग. विशेष्या, गुड मॉर्निंग. Anu, good morning. And Basha Sheikh, good morning. Isnelata, good morning. Maruti Deepak, good morning. Avinash, good morning, beta. And Sanam, good morning. Durga Prasad, good morning. Sorry, bro. Gaming, good morning. And Mahesh Chaudhary, good morning, beta. Arun Kumar, good morning. And Rashika Reddy, good morning, beta. Sai Shri Mekhala, good morning. And Meenanjali, good morning. Vijay, good morning. G. Ashok Chaudhary, good morning. Pravalika, good morning. Sharanya, good morning. Sneha, good morning. Shruti, good morning. Seshagri, good morning. Gopi, good morning. Jabid, Sheikh Jabid, good morning. And Kartiyani, good morning. Sharmila, good morning. Rajshekhar Reddy, good morning. Naga Harika, good morning. Rajshekhar, good morning. Sharanya, good morning. And Ramarao, good morning. Sahiti, good morning. Kavita, good morning. And good morning, all of you. So, thank you for wishing. And because we cannot have eye to eye, contact, so at least we can take the name, and by which we can at least have some connection, online connection, right? Future life is all of this virtual life. So that is the beginning of the virtual life. Well, I don't find any problem in that. As your score is coming, I am very happy by your score. And but just make sure that it's an honest score. While writing the test, there should not be any disturbance. The timing should be very much serious, right? For example, suppose half an hour there is no power, and then you can extend half an hour, no problem. But then if someone came in the room and then for half an hour you chat with them, and after that if you extend half an hour, it's not good, right? Power failure, such thing, so no problem. These are so make sure that you are completing the paper in time, because this is the thing that for that people are coming here and like having so much of problem just to have this discipline. So if you can maintain that discipline, well, I don't think so anyone can stop you. Your marks also say the same thing. So good morning, Bacho. And in the last class, we have completed the hemichordata. I believe the hemichordata, a kind of chordata. Meanwhile, you can just see phylum hemichordata. Two examples are there that we have to learn. In that phylum, two examples are there. Balanoglossus, Echoglossus. By the name glosso, you can just think that they are also called tongue worm. Tongue worm, voice struck. Okay, beta. If it continues, then I'll call the technician. So good morning, Bacho. Now resolve. Tell me whether we have completed the phylum hemichordata. Hemichordata. In hemichordata, you have learned about the three parts of the body, the proboscis, there is a collar, and there is a trunk. Okay, the three parts of the body. in hemichordata. In hemichordata, you have seen that these are, they look like small worms, but they are advanced animals, right? Completed. And the two examples of phylum hemichordata are the Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus. Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus, they are considered as a connecting link between non-chordates and chordates. Do they have a notochord? Absolutely no. Do they have a remain of notochord? No. They don't even have a remnant of notochord. They don't have a notochord at all. That is a different thing stomochord uses, right? Now, stomochord has no use as such, beta. It is rudimentary. The word rudimentary means that it is of no use. Anything which is non-functional is called rudimentary. If anything is functional in the ancestor and today it is non-functional, then we call it as vestigial, right? So rudimentary means non-functional and stomochord is rudimentary, okay? If anything is functional in the ancestor but not functional in the current form, that we call it vestigial. Well, can we call stomochord as vestigial? No. There has been no record of any function of the stomochord. At the end of the stomochord, there is a small gland-like structure. And can you tell me what is the function of that gland-like structure? At the end of the stomochord, there is a small gland-like structure. It is called the, yes, if I say the answer, then answer will be yes. What is the function of that gland? What is the function of the gland, bachcho, tell me? Phylum non-chordata has been completed. The first question that I asked you about this only, that what is the function of the gland present at the end of non-chordata? At the end of stomochord. Proboscis gland, and yes, that help in excretion. Very good. It is excretory in function. Statement: the members of the phylum Hemichordata have pharyngeal gill slits. True or false? Answer is true. Members of the phylum Hemichordata, they have got pharyngeal gill slits. They have got pharyngeal gill slits, and therefore we can say that the function, the respiratory function is done with the help of gills. So these gills are the respiratory structures, okay? So they call it collar. I'm sorry to say this is not collar. This is the branchial region, and these are actually the gills. These are the gills, okay? This is the collar structure, collar, okay? And well, I don't think so. The teacher in the main examination will give this diagram and ask for the labeling, because even the teacher knows that this is a wrong by mistake done and not has been corrected. So the teacher will not be involved in any such question. In Kingdom Animalia, it is better to go beyond NCERT, like following Telugu Academy books. But I don't think so. Absolutely not required. Absolutely not required. Don't go on my words. Don't go on my words. Just see the last 10 years papers. Just see the last 10 years paper. Even if 10% of the questions wherein you require some extra book, then I can change my statement, but I don't think so. Hardly one. And that too, I don't remember. I'm just making it maybe. I have not seen any question which is beyond that. So why to unnecessarily, okay, you may say that, sir, what's the harm in gaining the knowledge? True. There is no harm in gaining the knowledge, better if in that time, the remaining chapter, if you can do them multiple times, that will help more. It's a competition. It is not academics. Academics is a different thing. In academics, knowledge is required. We also promote knowledge. It is academics. This is not academics. This is competition. We are training you for a competition, for a tournament. There will be a tournament next year, and for which we all are training you. It is not an academic, so please remember. Okay, fine. And fertilization is external, as already we have seen. The internal fertilization, we have already separated the non-chordate phylum having internal fertilization. We have separated, right? And yes, they are exclusively marine animals, exclusively marine animals. So the phylum which are exclusively marine are Echinodermata, the phylum which are exclusively marine are Hemichordata and Ctenophora. In the non-chordates, these are the three phylum which are exclusively marine, okay? Now, let us start with the phylum Chordata, the last phylum of animal kingdom that we study is phylum Chordata. Why they are called Chordata? Because they have a notochord, but when they have a notochord, they have a notochord in their embryonic structure, in their embryonic life, in their larval stage. So all animals, those have a notochord in their embryo slash larva are called chordates. What's the definition? All animals, those who have notochord in their embryo slash larva are called chordates. But then after the larval stage, whether it will remain there, not there, definition says that the notochord should be present in the larval stage. Point number one. Point number two is that notochord is a mesodermal structure. It is a mesodermal structure, and it is the function of notochord is support. It is a supportive structure. And the reason for that is in these animals, the nerve cord has been taken to the dorsal side. So when you take the nerve cord to something up, right, you need a support, and that is the reason nature has given a support underneath the nerve cord. So just underneath the nerve cord, the notochord is there, which is a mesodermal structure. It is a flexible rod. Notochord means a flexible rod. It is one of the fundamental chordate characters. There are three fundamental chordate characters, NDP, NDP. First one is N, already we have discussed that they have a notochord to support the nerve cord. Then second one is also linked with that. The second is D. D says the dorsal nerve cord. The second feature in chordates is D for dorsal nerve cord. Nerve cord, not cords. Key correction. Which question, beta? Key correction. Question number 89. We have given that. Question number 89 for the key correction we have already given, but I cannot promise to you any other question for key correction. You can WhatsApp me. There is no key correction so far. I think that question number 89, there should be only one answer for that I think. Right. So, but so far no one has given that. Is it okay? Okay? Right. Okay. Number 89. I think I have given that. If the teacher want to have a word with me, we can discuss also, right? When something is asked, the most means only one, right? Most cannot be this, and this. Most is one. Sometimes the teacher want to take these type of abnormal language questions from the NCERT. That we have to check. That I have to check that whether in the NCERT they have given that line. I don't think so. But if in the NCERT, your contact number for asking doubts, okay? You can note down my contact number, okay? But that is only for WhatsApp purpose, because calling is very, very difficult, beta. See, 1:30 we are here. Again, we come in the college at around 2:30 to 3 o'clock. Generally, 3 o'clock, again I come to the college. and then remain in the college till 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, then I have some me time, and maybe sometimes paper is there, so we have to finalize the paper, or maybe we go to some some walking or something. That's a me time after 5 o'clock. So after 5 o'clock, if the problem is still not solved, then you can give me a call. But before that, it is always better to just WhatsApp me. So the WhatsApp number is 988 717, and that goes 3335. Now, I'm not saying that this is my WhatsApp number and the other is my primary number. That type of dramabaji I'm not doing. Honestly, this is the only number I'm carrying. So that is the reason if the phone call comes in this time period, I cannot pick the call, right? So generally WhatsApp, so I will see, and 99% I reply. And if the reply cannot be given through text message, I message there itself that in this time you can call me. And if the time is okay, like it is not too late in the night, I give the call, or I record my answer and give the text message. Okay, bachcho. So the first character is N, which is notochord. D for dorsal nerve cord, not cords, right? So dorsal nerve cord is a single one, and it is hollow. It is hollow. Single and hollow nerve cord. You can see the hollowness. This is a nerve cord. This one, the black color is the lining of the nerve cord. And inside that, you can see the hollow. This is the hollow nerve cord, okay? It is a single one and hollow, okay? And this is dorsal, because this side is dorsal, its side is ventral. So dorsal single hollow nerve cord. And below that, you can see the notochord. And the third one is P. P stands for pharyngeal gill slits. P stands for pharyngeal gill slits. You can see in the pharynx region, these slits are there. They stand for pharyngeal gill slits. So question number 1 is, the fundamental chordate characters are 3. Once again, listen. The fundamental chordate characters are 3 in number. NDP, notochord. Notochord is supporting the nerve cord. Notochord is a supportive mesodermal. It is a mesodermal structure. Second one is D. D stands for the dorsal nerve cord. K. Dorsal nerve cord. Okay, one single, and it is hollow. There is a cavity inside. There is a cavity inside wherein there is a fluid called cerebrospinal fluid, and presence of a fluid is an indication of an advanced character. It is advanced thing. If there is a fluid inside, if a nervous tissue or a nervous part is hollow in nature, it means that it has evolved more. Our brain and the spinal cord has enough of this hollowness. In the brain, we call it as the ventricles of the brain, and the spinal cord is called the central canal of spinal cord. Makes sense? Okay, bachcho? So just remember, the first point is, then other chordate characters. Let's come to this table, and these are the other chordate characters, okay? Now, in this diagram, I can show you one more thing so that I may not be required to make the diagram. Now, the gut begins from here. So this is the mouth. This is the mouth here, mouth, and then the pharynx, and then the gut is here. And this is the anus. This is the anus, okay? And this is the tail region. This is the tail region. You see that the tail is behind. The tail is behind the anus. So we call it as post-anal tail. The tail is post-anal, okay? The post-anal part, which is actually a tail. Post-anal tail. This is anus, this is mouth. Now, this is a pharyngeal region, pharynx, okay? This is pharynx, and in the pharynx, there are gill slits. So, N, D, P, these are the 3 fundamental chordate characters, okay? Some more chordate characters are that their heart. Now in the chordates, the heart is lying ventral. In the non-chordates, where it is? Okay, we don't know where is the heart of the non-chordates. Non-chordates. So we think of an animal where we know about the heart. So which animal we know about the heart? We know about the heart of cockroach. And the cockroach heart, cockroach heart, yes sir, it is a tubular heart, 13 chamber, correct? And where it is located? Sir, it is located dorsally. That means in non-chordates, it is dorsally. So opposite to it is ventrally. So in chordates, the heart is ventral. Okay. So two more features to compare. Now we don't consider them as fundamental chordate characters, but they are also chordate characters, bachcho. One of the chordate characters is that they have got a post-anal tail, and another chordate character is that, so starting with the fundamental chordate characters, okay, these are the three: NDP, notochord, dorsal nerve cord, and pharyngeal gill slits. Okay, then other chordate characters. So for other characters, the first of them is the post-anal tail. In case of non-chordates, if I write here non-chordates and here if I write chordates, in non-chordates, the tail is at the end, the anus is at the end of the tail. So this is the tail, and the anus is at the end of it. So the gut is here and the gut opens here. Do you see the anus here? So this is the anus, and anus is at the end of the tail. And we have seen in the diagram of the textbook that in case of the chordates, there is a post-anal tail, post-anal tail. In non-chordates, the tail, the end of the tail is anus, or anus is at the tip of the tail. Another chordate character is their heart. In non-chordates, heart is dorsal. Heart is dorsal in non-chordates, and in chordates, the heart is ventral. Heart is ventral. Now, these are some of the important chordate characters. I'm not saying that these are the only 5 Three of them fundamental, two more. These are the 5 I'm not saying that only these characters are there. There are a few more characters, but if you, for your NEET competition, you can just learn this much, that is enough for you, right? Now, phylum chordata can be divisible into phylum chordata is divided into three subphyla, and these are UCV. Three subphyla, UCV. Okay, so one is Urochordata. One is Cephalochordata. These are the subphyla. Subphyla. Okay, phylum into three subphyla, Cephalochordata, and the third one is Vertebrata. Okay, now who are urochordates? These are the chordates where the notochord is present only in the tail of larva. So here the notochord is only in the tail of larva. Tail, uro. Uro means tail, tail of larva. Later in life, absent. Okay, so I'll put here only in the tail of larva. Later in life, absent. Who are cephalochordates? The cephalochordates are those chordates who have got a notochord. Okay, now notochord in the head region or head to tail region? Cephalochordates, notochord is present in the head region or head to tail region? Okay, it is present throughout life. Okay, that is okay. Fine. So the cephalochordates are the one where the notochord is present from head to tail of larva, from head to tail, from head to tail of larva. But it is also present afterwards. Okay, so it persists afterwards. Therefore, we can call them as the true chordates. We can call them as true chordates. So out of the three, the true chordates are called, the cephalochordates can be called true chordates, true chordates. And who are vertebrates? Who are vertebrates? Here, the notochord of larva, throughout the larva, okay? Head to tail of larva. Notochord is head to tail of larva. But later in life, it is replaced by vertebral column. Okay, so these are the vertebrates. Very easy. Three subphyla: Urocephalovertebrata and Urochordata. The notochord is present only in the tail of larva, later on in absent. Okay, then in cephalochordate and vertebrata, they are present from head to tail of larva, but later on it persists like notochord. It persists as notochord in case of cephalochordates. Therefore, we call them as true chordates. But in vertebrata, the notochord is present from head to tail of larva. But after birth, it is replaced by a vertebral column. And this vertebral column, it is made up of either bone or it can be made up of a bone or cartilage. Now, in Urochordata, you can write the examples of Urochordata as, I remember as T Sudha, okay? T Sudha. Now, what this T Sudha stand for? So you can say that, T stand for tunicates. So these are also called tunicates because they have a outer coat of a carbohydrate, tunisin. They have an outer coat, tunic, right? And therefore, it look like that they are wearing a tunic in the school uniform. Even in our Goshalite uniform, we have, in the girls particularly, there is a tunic that they wear. It's a coat they wear, okay? So coat-like structure, outer coat of a carbohydrate peru, tunisin. And all these tunicates, all the urochordates, they have that. So we can also call them as tunicates. Then S stands for U for nothing, U stands for Urochordata only, S stands for SELPA, H for herdmania, and A stands for Ascidia. I know that this is not given in the NCERT, but in many questions that you will solve, herdmania example is used. Herdmania, एसिडिया सल्पा. एक डी बचा ना, SUD स्टैंड फॉर डोलियोलम. डी स्टैंड फॉर दिस डी, डोलियोलम. H for herdmania. A for Ascidia. Only this one is not given in the NCERT, and I think the tunicate word is not used. U stands for urochordate only. The tunicate word is not used here, but please remember that they are also known as tunicates. Are you guys with me? Okay. So very easy. Only these questions you can learn. Please learn these questions only. So tail of larva, only tail of larva. Afterwards absent. Okay. They are the very primitive. They are the very, very early chordates. And examples: T Sudha. T for tunicates. Okay, so T is not any example, and similarly U is not an example. T stands for their alternate name, that is tunicates, and U stand for nothing but the eurochordates. Four examples are there: Salpa, Doliolum, Herdmania, Acidia. Salpa, Doliolum, Herdmania, Acidia. Okay, that's all about the tunicates. Now coming to the cephalochordates. Now cephalochordates, they are also known as, any idea what they are also called? Yes, guys, what they are also called? They are also called lancelets. They can also be called lancelets. You know what is lance? Anyone who can tell me what is lance? Come on, guys. Lance, bolo lance. They are called lancelet. Lancelet means chinna chinna lance. It is a lance, but very small lance. Lancelet, come on. What is this? A sharp metallic structure. Some people take a stance and they throw it. Bhalam, bhalam, very good, bhalam. Lancelet, they look like that they are in the water, they look like lance. They look like bhalam. They look like lance, therefore they are called lancelet. They look like lance, therefore they are called lancelets. They are the true chordates. They have got, I mean, you can define the chordates, you can explain the chordate character by taking an example of example here, and the example is branchiostoma. So branchio means the gills, branchio means gills, and stoma, and you know stoma means mouth. Branchiostoma, commonly known as amphioxus. Amphioxus, commonly called amphioxus. Therefore write in bracket branchiostoma. Example Peru, branchiostoma. Branchiostoma, gill mouthed. Okay, stoma means mouth. Gill-mouthed. If I show you the animal, you will really understand that why we are calling it as branchiostoma, and also why we are calling it as lancelet. If I show you, so it is easy for you to, not to, just mix up, and just remember that cephalochordates are the one that are called the lancelets. Okay, starting with the branchiostoma. Branchio means, you know, gills. Stoma means mouthed. Okay. So first of all, lancelet. Now in the water, they look like these. You can see the lance, bhallam type, as if you can just, attack. And this is not to be actually thrown. This is not that bhala which is thrown by our sportsmen who got the gold medal. It is not that one. Actually, it is the lance which people used to fight in the war. They carry it, and it is close contact fight is there. They use this lance. So it is a weapon. Actually, it is a weapon rather than any other structure. You can see the lance, they look like that, number one. So I hope you understand why they are called lancelets. And branchiostoma, if I can get a picture of branchiostoma, a good picture of branchiostoma, I'll be happy. This is there, but it is black and white picture. If I can get a colored picture, it will be very easy to show you. Yeah. Well, this one is good. Let me show you this one. Gills in the mouth, gill-mouthed. Okay, you can see this picture, gill-mouthed. Gill-mouthed, you can see very easily, you can see this. Okay, so gills, mouth, okay. So gill-mouthed, and they have got these, this is the notochord, persists throughout life, the blue color, and over that the yellow color is the nerve cord, the single dorsal hollow nerve cord, and they have got a post-anal tail. You can see the post-anal tail. They have got a post-anal tail. Well, that you can take from this diagram. You can take this from the diagram, okay? And this in the section it is looking like that. Otherwise, it look like a lance like that. Okay, done. So, bachcho, this is the branchiostoma, also called amphioxus. Amphioxus. The third subphylum is vertebrata. Are you guys okay today? Are you guys with me? Are you guys feeling all right? Are you guys feeling all right, all of you? Very good, very good. I really appreciate you guys that you can get up in the morning, and generally when there is no pressure of college, like in the college, so we are just throwing them out of the room, and after that we are closing the room and locking the room. But at home, when there is a luxury that you can at least sleep 2 more hours or 1 more hour, in that case you are getting up and waiting for the class. That is really, really appreciable of you guys, appreciable, okay? So that's really appreciable. So UCV, that's remember, and V stand for vertebrata. Vertebrata, as the name goes, vertebrate, the vertebral column, the backbone. So they have got a backbone, and backbone, what the backbone does, you all know, backbone provides support. And from which structure backbone is formed? Backbone is formed from the notochord. Okay, done. And when they have a backbone, there is also a support to the brain, and they have got a cranium also. You know that cranium is a box inside which the brain is there. So whosoever is a vertebrata is also having a cranium. Listen very, very carefully, very, very carefully. All those who have a vertebral column, they also have a cranium. Therefore, they are AKA, also known as craniata. Craniata. They are also called craniata because they also have a cranium. They also have a cranium, right? And it is replaced by vertebral column. Now, vertebrata can be of two types. Don't get confused. वो मत सोचना कि jawless तो they don't have jaw, but still they have a cranium. Cranium present, jaws are not. That is a different thing. Some people get confused here, okay? So, vertebrata, also called craniata, first of all, learn like this. Now, vertebrata, primitive vertebrata. So, vertebrata, primitive one, old one, that is the protochordates, the okay. Now they are the jawless. They are agnatha, and then we have gnatostoma, agnatha and gnatostoma. Now gnatha word stands for jaws. Okay, the word gnatha stands for jaws. Okay. Now A means absent, absent. That means it comprises of the jawless vertebrates. Jawless vertebrates. We can also call them as jawless fishes. They are jawless vertebrates. Okay. Now, stoma means mouth, and around the mouth there is a gnatha. That means they are jawed vertebrates. They are jawed vertebrates. Jawed vertebrates. These guys have jaws, okay? Now, when they have jaws vertebrates, then we can also divide them further. We can divide them into pices, okay? We can divide them into pices, and we can divide them into tetrapoda. Tetrapoda. Now, you know that the true fishes are these pices. Pices means fish. Pisces means fish, okay? The true fishes are these Pisces. And tetrapoda means two pairs of limbs. They have four limbs. Two pairs of limbs are there, and they are tetrapoda. Tetrapoda, two pair of limbs, okay? So two pair of limbs, As the name indicates, you can understand from tetra and poda. That means tetra means 4, poda means leg. An example of tetrapoda, any idea? What classes are there? You can remember as Aram or Aram, okay? Aram or Aram. So amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia, these are the tetrapoda, okay? And Pisces, what are the, this is still a super class. So what are the classes that come in Pisces? The two classes that come in Pisces are chondrichthyes, 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 and osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes, osteichthyes. These are Pisces. Chondrichthyes, osteichthyes. So what are these? Actual and jawless vertebrate. Jawless vertebrate. What we call them? Come on. The class Peru cyclostoma. Cyclostoma. Cyclostomata or cyclostoma? Confirm. Cyclostomata or cyclostoma? Confirm करो बेटा. Cyclostomata है, cyclostoma है. I think cyclostomata. Confirm करो. ऐसे तो मैं बता दूंगा. Confirm in the book. हाँ, cyclostomata. Meta. Cyclostomata. Okay, cyclostomata. You understand? Cyclo means round. Cyclo means rounded. Stomata. Stoma means mouth. And eta means the one who have that. So the mouth is round, okay? So this means that they have a round. And why it is round? It is suctorial. It is suctorial. It is used for sucking. Round suctorial mouth. Round suctorial mouth. These are all ectoparasites. These are ectoparasites. Ectoparasites on other larger fishes. Obviously, a parasite cannot be on a smaller animal. A parasite is a one where the host is always larger than the parasite. The host बड़ा होगा, parasite छोटा होगा, right? Okay, and chondrichthyes, chondri ante cartilage, osteichthyes, oste means bone, and this is very important to classification of the two and differences of the two. And aram are the last tetrapods that we have to do. This is the phylum Vertebrata, and we can also call them as craniata. Craniata, vertebrata, craniata. Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Gnatha means jaws. Vertebrata or craniata can be divided into agnatha and gnathostomata or gnathostoma. Agnatha means without jaws. Gnathostoma means with jaws. Gnathostomata. Stomata. Again, stomata, because we are saying that those who have gnathostoma, gnatho means jaw and stoma means mouth, jawed mouth. It means those who have jawed mouth, okay? Gnathostomata. Agnatha, jawless vertebrates, as the name indicates, example of the class. This is class. I will now put a right or in color around the class. ये जो है ना बेटा, these are the name of the classes. Class chondrichthyes, class osteichthyes, class amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia. These are the classes. Orange color are the classes. Before that, you can call them subclass or anything. That is not a problem here. That is not something important. Yes, you can call this as the subphylum. Subphylum. Okay, at least. Now, why I am saying that? Sometimes teachers are very badmash. They may ask you, so which of the following phylum has some character, okay? And that character is also present in any of these amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammalia, right? Or maybe they can ask you about the gill. They breathe by gills, okay? And they may give you, they ask phylum. And then they give the option that chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, like that also. and there are like hemichordata, like that they can give. Now, phylum name is hemichordata. Chondrichthyes is not a name of phylum, it is the name of class. So they say that, oh, answer is wrong. Question asked, phylum. यहाँ क्या दिया है? Class. I know, I know it is not a legitimate of asking question. I know it is not a legitimate of asking questions, okay? But then it is given like that. It is given like that, okay? Okay, bachcho, I hope you understand this. Durga Prasad, good morning. Vijay, good morning. What is the syllabus for this week? The syllabus for this weekend is protochordata. And these are the two protochordata, bacha. These are the protochordates. Protochordates. Proto means first, prachin. First, prachin. Prachin is a Sanskrit, I think, Sanskrit word, prachintam, prachin. Sanskrit word, P for prachin, P for proto, and chordata is chordata. So protochordata, till protochordata you have in this weekend, okay? And then vertebrata, this is not, पहले ये आया, then this came, after that this came, right? So this is the last one to come. Similarly, as you go like this, beta, which means that the first vertebrates, these are the first vertebrates. Okay, jawless vertebrates are the first vertebrates. These are the first vertebrates. They are the first vertebrates on Earth. They are the first vertebrates on Earth. They are jawless. Of fish maybe, na? First came the chondrichthyes and little bit more advanced are the osteichthyes. Little bit more advanced features are in osteichthyes. Okay, similarly, Aram also, amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia, and there is needless to say that how the evolution occurs, okay? You know that evolution occurs amphibia to reptilia, and from the reptilia, aves and mammalia, they arise. But we write like that because we know that mammals have most advanced character, so we write like this. I hope you understand. So in this order, this will also help you to identify from the questions, okay? ठीक है बच्चों तो till here we have done now, and now let me start with because already we have done the protochordata, now we have to do the cyclostomata. This is a very interesting phylum, very interesting, very important, and very interesting phylum. Some characters are very important. For example, they have got fins, but paired fins absent. Okay, they have got fins, but paired fins absent. This is a very, like controversial, not controversial, but confusing line given, okay? So, I'm starting till here. We have done up to here. Up to here is Ipondi. Now, vertebrata is, we are starting with the first one here, cyclostomata, and let's go to cyclostomata. Cyclostomata, these are the jawless fishes, the first jawless fish, okay? Jawless fish, okay? Jawless fish evolved dash million years ago. Come on. Jawless fish evolved dash million years ago. Yes, Hari Surya, your answer is correct. And that is 350 million years ago. So around 350 million years ago, the first jawless fishes came. Okay. Another question comes, bachcho, ki the first vertebrates on Earth evolved around dash million years ago. Come on. The first vertebrates evolved around dash million years ago. Come on. 6 more minutes. Haji bachcho, same answer, 350, very good. Same answer. ये जो jawless fish है बेटा, these are the first vertebrates. Same to same, same. They are same, okay? So both the ways of asking the question, तो ये भी same है तो answer भी same होगा. Answer will also be same because the question is same. Yes, Bindu, some of you picked it, okay? Very, very good. We talk about that coelacanth and all, but a coelacanth वगैरह है ना, ये tetrapoda में आते हैं. They are not in the jawless fish. Coelacanth and lobe fins, you know, they are they will come later on. So lobe fins, sorry, no, not tetrapoda, but Pisces, because they evolved into tetrapoda. They evolved into amphibians. So ये बाद में तरवा था. Right now, this is 350 million years ago. Are you guys with me? Okay? Good. If I ask you another question is that in case of the cyclostomes, they have round suctorial mouth, round suctorial, round suctorial mouth for dash. So they do something, okay, and therefore they all are dash on larger fishes. Okay. Now, don't do this one, but just give me this answer, because this one will be longer for you to write and you may get confused. So, if you can write this correct answer, understood hai ki you know this also. It is understood that you know that also. Come on. Ectoparasites. Good. Correct answer. Ectoparasites. Very good. Some characters we can say. So they don't have, okay? They have fins, paired fins, limbs, paired fins, limbs, and scales. Okay, I'll ask you whether they have scale, they have fins, they have paired fins, they have limbs. Okay, so like you can say, for example, if they have scale, Y. If they don't have a scale, N. Okay, fins present, Y. Fins absent, N. Come on, answer. Answer बता दो. मोहत्तम. पूरा बता दो, पूरा मोहत्तम. Okay. For example, suppose if you are saying scales, okay, तो scales के लिए you can say Y. If you are saying scales, you can say N. Okay. Similarly, for the fins, you are saying Y. If you are saying no fins, you can say N. Paired fins, if you are saying that they don't have paired fins, you can say N. Limbs, so of course I am telling you the answer, they don't have. Okay. So is this correct? Is this correct that they have got fins out of the 4? They have, okay, just tell me this answer. I have done this N, Y, N, N. Out of these 4, I have done N, Y, N, N. Is this correct? Chalo. I just gave, by for giving you examples. Very good. Second one. Kusuma beta, no. Fins to undi, paired fins ledu. Fins undi, paired fins ledu. I show you fins dikhao. I'll show you fins. Everyone chudu, 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 fins undi, but their counterparts are not there. They are not the same fins. Fins though present, but paired fins are not present. Now see the number of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now the first one is a hagfish. This is a hagfish. This is lamprey. Lamprey, hagfish, petromyzon. Okay. We'll continue further. Your teachers have come, so we'll continue further, bachcho. Well, ठीक है. So we have not completed, or shall we quickly complete so that you can learn at least the example. Hagfish is there. It is also called mixine. Hagfish, mixine. Hagfish, mixine. Mixine. Okay. Then we have got lamprey. Okay. Petromyzon. Lamprey, petromyzon. Lamprey, petromyzon. तो ये कॉमन नेम है. पेट्रोमाइजॉन इज साइंटिफिक नेम. हैगफिश कॉमन नेम. मिक्सीन इज साइंटिफिक नेम. राइट. Now, one very interesting fact is about their migration, and they migrate to something for spawning. I cannot say that I will do it very fast. I'll do it on the next turn. Bye-bye. Take care. God bless you, bachcho. We'll meet on the next turn. Okay? All the best. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless you all.